I noticed the smile before I saw the glass. It wasn't warm, it wasn't proud, it was rehearsed. My mother's lips curved upward, but her eyes, those calculating eyes, stayed cold. The stem of the wineglass trembled slightly in her hand as she offered it to me. "Congratulations, sweetheart," she said. Her tone was smooth, but something in it stung, like honey laced with venom. The wine smelled off, metallic, not quite sour, but wrong enough to raise an instinct I couldn't name. My fiancé, Daniel, was across the room, laughing with my sister, Emma. They looked comfortable together. Too comfortable. The smile, the smell, the silence. Something inside me clicked. I turned to my mother, met her eyes, and smiled back. "Thank you, Mom," I said, taking the glass. Then I walked straight toward Emma. 30 minutes later, she collapsed. Emma was always the golden child, the softer one, the good one. My mother used to say I was too ambitious, too blunt, too hard to love. But Emma, she was her perfect reflection. When Daniel and I got engaged, I thought I'd finally earned their approval. Mom hosted dinners, smiled for pictures, and called Daniel her future son. I believed her. I believed all of them. Until one night. Daniel's phone buzzed while he showered. I wasn't snooping, I was cleaning up, and his screen lit up, Emma's name, followed by a red heart. The preview read, "Can't wait to see you again." My breath froze. My body didn't. I opened the message thread. Photos, hotels, private jokes about me, about how clueless I was. In one of her messages, Emma wrote, "She deserves to know someday. Just not now. Someday, not now." They wanted to destroy me in slow motion. I didn't confront anyone that night. Rage is loud, revenge is silent. I deleted the message thread, wiped my fingerprints, and smiled at Daniel when he came out of the shower. He didn't notice my stillness. He never noticed much. I waited. 3 months later, Daniel and Emma ended things, quietly it seemed. He proposed to me again in front of both families with a new ring and the same lies. My mother cried tears of joy. Emma clapped. I smiled. The engagement party was her idea, my mother's. "It's time we all move forward," she said. I agreed. The day before the party, I overheard my mother on the phone. I wasn't supposed to. She was in her study, door slightly open. Her voice was low, sharp. "Make sure she drinks it. She's always been dramatic. It'll look like an accident if it happens fast." My heart didn't pound. It stilled. I didn't know who she was talking to, but I didn't need to. The next day, I dressed in white. My mother loved that. It made me look like purity. Fitting. I noticed the same smile on her face when I arrived at the party. The one I'd seen before. The kind people wear when they've already decided your fate. That was when she handed me the glass. Emma was radiant that night. Hair pinned perfectly, lips crimson like the wine I held. She leaned in to whisper, "You look stunning, sis." So did she. I lifted the glass slightly, pretending to toast her. "Here," I said, handing it over. "Taste this. It's better than what they're serving." She didn't hesitate. Emma never thought the world could hurt her. I watched her laugh, drink, and disappear into the crowd. My mother's eyes followed her. Then she looked at me and froze. I didn't look away. It happened half an hour later. Emma was on the dance floor, spinning under fairy lights, her laughter blending with the music. Then, mid-step, her body stiffened. The glass fell. Red wine bled into her dress. Screams followed. My mother rushed forward, kneeling beside her, calling her name over and over. Daniel dropped to his knees too, panic in his voice. I stood still, my hands folded in front of me, watching the chaos unfold like a scene I'd already rehearsed. When the ambulance came, I followed quietly. My mother didn't look at me once. She didn't need to. The doctors called it poisoning. Traces of a rare compound, they said, ingested minutes before collapse. The police questioned everyone. My mother fainted when they asked about the wine, but I saw the flicker of recognition in her eyes when they mentioned the glass. She realized. She had handed me the glass, and I had given it to Emma. I could almost hear her mind cracking under the weight of it. Emma didn't die, not completely. She lived, but barely. Months in a coma, no clear recovery. My mother visits her every day, pretending to pray. I know it's not for forgiveness. It's to see the consequence of her failure. Daniel left me after the truth surfaced, said he couldn't handle the trauma. Good. He was part of it, even if he didn't know. I inherited everything. My mother's business, her properties, her silence. She couldn't argue without condemning herself. Sometimes I visit Emma too. I sit beside her hospital bed and tell her stories about how much Mom loved her, about how I still remember her last smile.